Hi guys, today's video is I'm going to teach you the famous Filipino Lumpia, but in two versions. So the first one we're going to make is the vegetable lumpia. So this is the steps first. First, you heat a pan and you pour some little bit of oil. You can use virgin oil or any kinds of oil. I'm using red onion, but you can use different kinds of onion if you want. This is the only one that I have. And we're just gonna stir it until it's softened. Now we can add some diced garlic. After stirring this one, we can add our vegetable, which is I'm adding carrots and sayotes. For you who doesn't know what sayotes is, there's a picture attached. And also guys, feel free to add any vegetable that you like, and you can eliminate the vegetable that you don't like. For me, this is just my normal thing that I always use, and so it's up to you. And next is we're gonna add some flavor, which is black pepper and any kinds of salt, but I'm using these two ingredients. And also guys, there's no measurement for me. You can just add it to your taste. And so after that, we just keep stirring this one. And after that, I am gonna add some 2 tablespoons of water just to give it a steam. There you go guys, we're gonna add our vegetable over here, which is the cabbage. And as you notice, I did not show you that I pre-made all the cuts for the vegetable. I actually did it before making the video, but I actually buy all this vegetable as a whole thing and I cut it myself. But if you don't want to go through that trouble, you can always buy something that's already made, but I just love to do it myself. And here it is. I am adding 2 tablespoons of oyster sauce and 2 tablespoons of water, and I'm just gonna mix it together very thorough so that I can designate all the flavor to all the vegetables. Here you go. After mixing, I'm gonna add some cubes. So this cube is chicken cubes. So if you don't have that one, you can use any broth you have. So just add probably 1/4 of your broth just to add that flavoring, since we're using vegetables. And so it will give so much flavor. And now we're gonna add our last vegetable, which is the bean sprout. We call that tauge back home, but I think over here you call that bean sprout. And if you don't like this one, it's really okay to eliminate it. But if you like this one, you can buy it in all Asian store. I'm not sure if Walmart or any other store have this one fresh. I know there is a canned goods, but I don't really like using canned goods. So we're just gonna keep stirring it and wait until it's cooked. And also guys, after this is cooked, we're gonna cool it down before start wrapping. And obviously it's already cooled down over here. And I'm using spring roll shell to wrap our vegetable lumpia, and you can buy this one in any Asian store. And so there's 25 sheets over there, so we are making 25 sheets. I am using spoon to scoop everything, and obviously I am using water to stick them together. Some will use some egg white, but I am using water, and I'm gonna start wrapping it. And so I am using it in a diamond shape, not in the square shape, because it's just easy for me to do it. As you can see, I roll it first and then I just fold it and add the water to stick them together. And there you go. Here comes your lumpia. So we're just gonna keep this process, repeat this process until I'm done. As you can see, I'm just gonna do the same process to that one. So if you're not so expert in wrapping it, feel free to take your time. But I've been doing this one for like forever, so I can close my eyes and still wrap perfectly. So there you go. We're just gonna keep repeating this process, and as you can see, we've finished wrapping all the 25 vegetable lumpia. And there you go, our first version of lumpia. Here is the ingredients and the steps of the second version of our lumpia. This is my husband's favorite version. I actually made it for him because he's not a vegetable eater. So we're gonna have a big pan or like a container where we can put all together. Obviously, I have carrots over there, and I have chicken, ground meat, and if you can see, I am using a different version of lumpia wrapper, but if you want to use the same brand, it's okay. And I have 2 eggs over here, and red onions, and some soy sauce, and then salt and pepper. So as you can see, I bought a whole carrot, so I have to cheddar this, or like cut it in a very short or small pieces, like small pieces. And I love to struggle myself, so as you can see. And there you go, it's done. So I actually end up using 3 long pieces of carrots, and then I'm gonna add my chicken ground meat. You can use any ground meat you want, but I always love pork and chicken. I barely use actually beef, honestly, but it's up to you if you're in a strict diet. And I of course dice the onion, and you can use different onion if you want. And then I'm gonna add some salt and pepper. You can add it to your taste. And I'm gonna add 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, and I'm gonna crack 2 eggs, which is I'm struggling to do it, as you can see. There you go, just add it. I actually try to make sure there's no shell to be added there, so I was very picky about it. And then what we're gonna do is just mix them together very thorough, so all the flavor is being designated accordingly. And then we're just gonna keep this process until it's all mixed together. And there you go, guys, it's ready. So we're not cooking this one, we are gonna wrap this as raw, and we're using this wrapper, lumpia wrapper. It's a different brand. There's a reason why I bought this one. It's just because it's smaller, and so I want to be able to recognize which one is the vegetable and which one is the meat one, so I'm using this tiny one for meat one. And there you go. It's like, honestly, you can use different brand if you like. I would suggest Asian lumpia wrapper, because the one you buy in Walmart is not as thin as this one. It's thicker and it easily get burned. So I'm just gonna do the same process as I did earlier. As you can see, I am doing it like in a triangle way, and I'm gonna wrap it, and I'm using this water. You can do egg white if you want, but water works for me. And I'm just gonna be carefully wrap this one, and then just repeat this process until we're done. So there you go, tiny pork lumpia. Here you go. So far I finished a couple of it, and I'm just gonna finish all of it. And here you go. I guess that was too fast, huh? I made some 50 tiny pork lumpia, and it's ready to fry. So in a fryer, or it's not fryer, but it's in a pan, you do the same process I show you in the first version. So we're just gonna hit the pan, and as you can see, it looks like frozen because I made it like a day before cooking it. And there you go, the tiny one is the one that has meat, and the large one is the vegetable one. And so guys, after I froze it, you don't need to thaw it. You can actually cook it right away straight from your freezer. You don't have to wait till it's like thaw, because like it will actually really hold the shape really good when you just fry it like that. And here you go. I was just trying one just to make sure it's hot, obviously. And so there you go. I'm gonna start cooking the meat one first. And I'm just gonna repeat this process until I cook everything. So guys, I'm gonna just cook it 3 minutes in both sides, and as long as it's like golden brown, it is ready. As you can see over here, it started to turn golden brown. You don't have to like leave it like for so long, because this is just a tiny piece, so it's easily get cooked. Believe me, it will be cooked. And so this is done, perfectly done, golden brown pork lumpia. So I'm gonna add this vegetable lumpia. So the first one we cook is the pork lumpia, and this is the vegetable one. So guys, this is already cooked inside, so remember that. So probably less than 5 minutes. As long as it's golden brown and crispy, this is ready to go. And here you go, finished product. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. See you next time.